Hey guys, so today I'm going to film a colourful makeup look using all the Plouise bright coloured paints. This has been requested so much on my Instagram, so I thought I'd do it for you. So one of the main things that I think is really important to do a detailed look is to make sure you have smaller brushes like these. Compared to a big fluffy brush that you use to blend. I'll just show you an example like that. These are a lot smaller in detail. To start off with, I am just going to brush my brows up. When working with such a colourful look, I'm not going to focus too much on the brows because we're going to buff it all out. It's going to be quite a bright and large makeup look, so yeah, the brows aren't going to be like too obvious or too in your face in this. So I'm just going to take the Plouise base. This one is in the Rumour 2 shade, and I'm just going to place that on the back of my hand. I'm taking a flat brush, and then I'm just going to pat. By patting this product in, you're allowing the base to build up a pigment. Base is always so important. A lot of people don't spend enough time on their base for their eyes. They just swipe it on and then they go. By spending some more time working the base into the skin, you're gonna get a more seamless finish on the eye look. That's given a nice seamless finish on the eye. So to start off with, I'm just going to take this brush. This is the Beauty Bay Round the Blends brush. It's just a nice fluffy brush, but still quite thin. And I'm going to dip into this shade, which is Tanacom. It's just a nice neutral shade. And I'm just going to go into the crease just slightly and set it all down. This just helps to stop any of the base creasing up. Towards this corner, I'm just going to start off with a little bit deeper shades, then it'll help to still create that depth in the eye. So I'm going to take, which one's this? This is the Basic Brights OOT Orange. And then I'm going to take this small detail brush. So this is a Jessups brush, and it's the 230 Luxe Pencil brush. So it's just a small detail one. And I'm going to dip in to that paint, pick some up on my brush, and then I'm also going to disperse it out. So as you can see, I've picked some up on my brush and then I'm taking it out because I don't want to go in too heavy-handed with it. And then I'm going to go up here. And dip back into it again. And here's where we can start to build up the colour a little bit. And then I'm just going to take some off on the back of my hand, because so much of this goes such a long way. So what I'm going to do is work on the shape and the outline, and then I'll work on the blending in between everything. I'm going to go into the Colourful palette and take Cheese Dust. This is going to help me to blend it out. I'm going to use the same brush, so that's a little bit of pigment still left on. I'm going to clean up the underneath of this anyway, so I'm not too bothered about working on the blend of the underneath, but just need to make sure the blend of the top is nice and buffed out. And then I'm going to just take a clean brush and buff that out. And back in with Cheese Dust and the clean brush. Okay, so now I'm going to take the Yes A Yellow. We're going to blend that in. So I'm going to take another small detail brush, clean brush. Blend it in with that darker orange, as we want like an ombre effect for this look. You need to make sure that you're keeping your other brushes here and close, because then you're gonna keep using them for other things, so blending, etc. So you want to keep a brush for certain things and certain colours. So can you see how these are now blending into each other? Okay, so I'm just going to dip into this Certify palette. This is a Tropical Wonders palette, and I'm going to dip into this shade here, this orange one. I'm just going to use that brush that I used before. So this is what we've got so far. I'm just going to go back in with this brighter orange. With coloured looks, it is all about going backwards and forwards. I'm going to take the Basics Bright Purple. This is Vivid Violet, a flat brush this time. Because we're getting closer down, I just want to be a bit more precise with my detail. So Revlon Crease Shadow Brush. And we're just going to buff that out. And then go back to that lighter colours brush. Going into the Morphe palette. And this time, which one am I going to go for? I'm going to go for this one, which is #LoveWins. I'm going to just tap into this gently because I don't want it to be too strong of a colour. We could go into this one, but it's metallic and I want to keep this a matte look. So I'm just going to go gently into this one, and then I'm going to dip into this one, which is Heart. And that's just to help dull that purple down a little bit. The next colour we're going to use is the Hint of Mint. I'm going to go in with a flat brush. And then I'm going to go in with a small detail brush again. This one is the Jessup 321 Luxe Petite Crease Brush. And blend that out. And then I'm going to go back into that purple. And then go into the orange. Then again, in this Morphe palette, I'm going to take the colour Art. And then what I'm going to do is just take a clean, fluffy brush, blend. So next what I'm going to do is take this micellar water and a flat brush. And I'm going to dip this in. And then I'm going to go in and clean all of this up. So next I'm going to go in with the Acid Rain Plouise and Mama Mitchell Blank Canvas base. Now this is different to the Plouise base purely because it's a little bit thicker consistency and it's actually a fuller coverage as well. This also dries down, so you don't necessarily need to set this, whereas you do need to set this. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is take a flat brush with this on, and I am going to shape this out a little bit more. See, I've just gone in and cut them both out, defined the line, made it all neat and tidy for us to do the next part. So before we apply the glitter, we're going to go in again. So I'm just going to go in with the micellar water and wipe this off. So I'm going to go in with the Dust and Dance Cosmic Glitter Glue. Okay, and I'm just going to take the doe foot applicator and pop it where I've just done that outline. I'm only going to do a little bit at a time, and then I'm going to take my angled brush and just pick them up and pop it on. I'm going to do it in small sections just because I don't want to get it wrong, and I also don't want to get it onto the ombre effect we've done above it. Okay, so I've just done both eyes. Again, we're picking the blank canvas back up. At the end of this look, everyone will be pouring up creases. Okay, and we're going back in and just going right up to the line. So I'm going to go in with the Conspiracy palette again. This time we are going to use the colours Pigment, and then I'm going to go on and use Trisha. So I'm just going to go in with a smaller, fluffier brush into Pigment, off, and then use this on my lid. So I'm just making sure that I'm tapping off any excess, and I'm going to go right up to the glitter. This is the Zoeva Luxe Crease Brush. This is the 228, and I'm just going to pick up that Trisha pink colour. Look at that on that brush. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is just go in around the edges of this eye look, and I'm going to clean it all up. So I'm going to use the makeup wipe that I've been using and get everything around, but I'm not going to use that to properly clean up. I'm going to take a fluffy brush. This is a bit more dense, and I am going to take the Plouise base in Ruma 2, the one that we first started with. I'm going to coat this brush, and then I'm going to just feather it out, and then I'm going to go in from here, down here, and I'm going to buff these edges out. For me, this step is so important because it helps everything to look blended. It stops the sharp and too precise lines around the edges when you clean up. I've done the rest of my face. The only thing left to do is eyelashes. So I'm going to pop these on now. These are the Cat's Creations lashes and they are in the style Butte. This is what they look like. Really wispy. And add a bit of drama. So I'm just going to cut off what I don't need. Glue I'm going to be using today is the Duo Lash Glue. This is the brush on adhesive with vitamins in it, and this one doesn't have formaldehyde in it because I'm allergic to that, so I have to get a formaldehyde free one. And then we're just going to stick this down. Just like that. And there you have it. This is the finished look. I love it. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but for me, a bright, bold look is so fun. It's so creative to do, and I really enjoy doing it. So I'll just give you a close-up. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. See you later.